你不要邮件发给我，我电脑的邮件现在密码过期了。喂，
能听到。
我说不要邮件发给我，电脑上的邮件密码过期，他们还没给我弄好，你就直接发我就好
嗯，
了，链接，要么就告诉我怎么改。
这个围城还在吗？听到
你
了吗？
直接起微发给我，你直接起微发给我，不要用邮件。
围城，他那边静音了，只能他发。
嗯，
Hey, you're wrong. I didn't notice that you also come here.
Good morning. Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
good
Mike.
morning.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How is your using with Taiwan? Is everything good?
Yeah, absolutely. We
Okay,
we are we are very happy with the high one. Absolutely.
okay. Thank you. Very happy to hear this.
Hi Marco，我们是不是应该开始了？Marco，can we start
Okay.
right？
So is everyone here? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we can start. So before we start, and is there everyone can talk and listen to me? Gary?
I can hear you.
Gary, we can't hear you. Gary, sorry, we can't hear you. No.
No,
Yeah, okay. We can hear you right now.
it's it's okay.
Yes, okay. Finally.
Uh, Yeah.
Okay, so we can start. 1 second. Yes, and good morning, everyone. Yeah, and welcome to today's live event, the launching the 2026 Global Residential and Storage White Paper, the key industry insights and real-world applications. Okay, yeah, I'm Mark Guan from Hoymiles. So, and we are honored to launch this white paper and also jointly developed with 𝗬𝗲𝘀𝗶𝗍𝗍. So in 2025, and we can see the global residential storage shipment volume already reached the 35 gigawatt hours. It's a very huge number. And also, but in this industry, still facing the key challenges around safety, the installation complexity, and the intelligence. something just like this. So today we will explore how 𝗦𝗏 can solve these pain points and also accelerate the home energy transition. So please let me first invite Marco Frank, the section manager from 𝗬𝗏_𝗶𝗏, to share the key highlights of the white paper.
Thank you, Mark, for the introduction. And hello to everyone. Sunny greetings from Shanghai, where I'm based today and also since the last 5 years here in China to support companies like Hoymiles to enter foreign markets from China. Let me share the screen quickly for the upcoming presentation.
Okay.
The request should be out. Okay, did you guys receive a request for the sharing? Oh yeah, okay, now it goes. Here we go. Assuming you guys can see my screen now?
Yes,
Perfect.
now okay. Yeah, we can see your screens.
Thank you. Then let's start. So I will give in the next few minutes just a quick introduction about what is covered in the white paper and why it is important to read, or could be nice to read for all of you. I mean, in the recent years, it was more optional to have an energy storage, whether it's in a commercial or residential. It was still relatively high to afford, like expensive to install. But what we see now, it's really the price is down and the benefits are very, very obvious. So it's changed from a nice to have to must to have, especially for residential applications. So in the white paper, we have different markets covered. We have a very nice overview of global markets, where we also see that currently we have the largest share in Europe of residential energy storage systems, which is, I mean, is a smart move. The energy price is quite high. The photovoltaic is often already installed at residential buildings. To add on now an energy storage system can additionally help to save more money. So also here we will further see growth in the future. Then we have markets like Australia, where the need is more for independent energy to also to live off grid or to have the availability to live off grid. Or South Africa, where we have at some parts not even electricity, where it's even more important to have energy 24/7. So here we have a huge growth. I think South Africa in the past 3 years, over 100% on the market. And also here it will continue to grow. What the white paper is covering as well is the requirements to global markets. Unfortunately, there's not one safety standard or any standard that says with that standard you can access any global market. So every market has its own requirements. Specifically, when it comes to grid connection, it becomes even more complex. So in the white paper, you will have a very nice overview of which market requires what kind of certification or any other kind of requirements. Therefore, recommended to have a look into this. As third point, we see that energy storage systems, especially for residential applications, have a very strong technology, technical development. In the past, it was more component by component. We had one box was energy storage, the other one was the inverter, then we had a charging station and so on, and probably even different manufacturers, and they had always issues to combining those. So now is a shift where an user really requires a plug-and-play application, even AI integrated functions to adjust to the pricing, energy pricing, and so on. But more of this we will see in the next slide. With that, we come to the industry challenge and the end user expectations. The industry challenge, I mean, is time-consuming installation still. I'm from Germany, so if you're looking into the German market, when you buy energy storage system is one thing. If you can install it yourself, great. If not, you need an electrician. Then how long do they need? 4 hours, 6 hours to install? They probably come with 2 guys, not alone. What is how much money you have to pay for that? 100, 120 euros per hour. So it gets very expensive installing that. So just buying it is not the only cost. That's why customer expects to have a plug-and-play application, where there is not much more money needed after buying the system. Then safety is the top priority. Fire safety, of course. I mean, every system has to be tested before it goes out of the market. And also the expectation from the end user is to have a safe system, especially when placing that in a living space or in a residential building. So over the whole lifetime, it is common understanding that there will be no thermal runaway or any propagation of fire incident be seen. Top priority. The next one is the compatibility fragmentation. What I mentioned earlier, it was like more in different boxes, or still there are products out you can see which are, let's say, more independent energy storage than the PCS, inverter, PV, and so on. But what we see from the market and market research is also that the customer really wants a seamless integration of all kind of components. I mean, when you have PV on the roof, and then you have an inverter, energy management system, an app on your phone, and so on. The user wants to integrate that all easily. When we look at regulation, so this is a bit of a complex topic. We see this also more in the next slide. It's really important to understand the market, whether it's Europe or US or Australia, to know what are the requirements to enter those markets. I mean, the end user in the end doesn't really care so much about it. For them, it's obvious, or it's clear that when the product comes to the market, that all these requirements are already matched. So that is a promise to what we all should keep. Battery degradation, uncertainty. I mean, everyone expects a long lifetime, 10, 15 years or even more, so that anyone who invests into energy storage can also make his own business plan out of that and to calculate how many years it will take to get the money back. And this is in best case as short as possible. But also then the user expects that the battery's life is over this lifetime and sustain it. But also, how does the battery behave when you add an additional battery? Let's say you want to extend or get more capacity. It's not quite easy. You cannot just simply connect and that's it. You have to have a proper balancing mechanism there, that the old battery and the new battery does not influence each other, and the aging process goes even faster. So all in all, we see that the expectation and also the latest developments go into a more compact system, easy system, plug and play, and also smart applications. Let's have a look at the market access. This includes safety, reliability, and compliance. How we tackle this issue usually here to Sud is we ask the customer or whoever works with the product is, which market do you want to enter? Then we have Europe, USA, Australia, Japan, and so on. The market itself, or the country, continent, has then a regulation or a code framework. In Europe is one of the most complex one, with all the CE compliance regulations, what we have now newly, the EU battery regulation. So that means if we want to enter that market with a product, we have to fulfill those. This is mandatory. This is the basis. Then the regulation itself usually says what the product has to comply with, but doesn't tell exactly how to. So then the standards come into place. And also here, we unfortunately have more than one and two or three. It's starting at the battery cell. So with basic safety, IEC 62649, what is it? I mean, overcharge, drop test, short circuit, over temperature, and so on. So this is basic safety. Every product has to prove before it goes onto the market. But also over the functional safety from the battery management system, later on the overall system, EMC or radio equipment directive for transportation, installation. Here I didn't list the whole grid codes what we have, but in Europe itself is a complex regulated market. But when we look into grid codes, then we again go down to each country and look at what requirements we have in Germany, in Italy, in Netherlands, and so on. Good news is all of that is very well covered in the white paper. So in case you're looking at that or you want to access a new market, then highly recommended to look into it. We'll find a quite good overview of the requirements and with what kind of standards you can prove compliance. Good. With that, I would just like to end with a short introduction about 𝗪𝗏 Süd and what is our part here in the energy transition. So if you want to have a trusted partner with you, with 𝗪𝗏 Süd, you have more than 160 years of experience. A lot of employees all over the globe. Alone here in China, we are more than 3,000 employees. And specifically looking at batteries, we can cover here pretty much everything from the battery life cycle, starting at safety as the top priority, but also the grid connection, grid codes, performance, reliability, now more and more cybersecurity, also that the product is safe and cannot be hacked, and market access, of course. So we can also help you to access any global market. Or if you are sitting outside of China and you need support with supply chain audits or just to check the product on site where it is produced, we're more than happy to help with factory audits or factory acceptance tests to make sure the product is ready before it goes into market. Thank you so much for your attention. And yeah, I recommend you to have a look at the white paper by yourself. And in case you have any questions to 𝗪𝗏 Süd related material, I'm happy to help out. So please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you, Michael, for introducing the 𝗪𝗏's great work. Yeah, okay, the 𝗪𝗏, which launched in this year, February, also mentioned in this white paper, I noticed. And so now we are glad to have Dr. Rex Zhu, and he's the general manager of the Hoymiles Residential and Xi'an ESSBU, to show us how 𝗪𝗏 design directly addresses those challenges, especially in the area of the simplicity, safety, and intelligence. So welcome, Dr. Zhu.
Thank you, Mark. So I try to share my screen. So can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
So it's okay. So Mark, should I start or?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, please start.
Right. Okay.
Yes, we can see your screen.
So good morning, everyone in European, and good afternoon, people in China or as well. So it's my pleasure to give you some brief introduction.
Sorry, Dr. Rex Zhu. Sorry. Yeah. For now, we can't see your screen anymore.
Okay, so moment. Didn't I share again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So today we launched this white paper, and this white paper mostly based on this new product. We call it 𝗪𝗏, and I will take maybe 10 minutes to briefly introduction about 𝗪𝗏 and what, and also the purpose why we do this 𝗪𝗏. So this is what we have for this 𝗪𝗏, how to say 𝗪𝗏 family. So it's an all-in-one solution, including the including the inverter, EMS, and also the batteries, battery storage. And also we have the gateway to support the on-off grid operation like the whole home backup or partial backup. And also we have the apps to communicate with this system. And also with this app, we can also control some other devices like heat pump or wind farm, wind turbine. And later on, by middle of this year, so we will also launch our V2X charger to be capable to connecting your EV as a part of this 𝗏𝗏 solution. And the 𝗏𝗏 we designed for the purpose to reduce the, reduce all these efforts in the field to help the installer and also help the end customer to be easy to install and also to be easy to use this one. And also we're trying to have some benefits with our some existing product in the market, and we want to have this pinpoint to be solved. For example, we try to improve from the MPPT, improve from the current, because solar panels they are improved every year. And especially this is a product we designed for the installer. So we try to reduce all this effort during the installation, such as the stack and also the wiring and the commission. We try to reduce this 2 hours work in the field to be easy and to be finished within 50 minutes. And for the end customer, we try to have some, because some customer may install this one in the room, so we try to reduce the size to save the room in the home, and also we try to make it looks better to like some facilities really can be existed in your home. So this three design purpose for this 𝗏𝗏. One is slimmer, and the second one is faster, and the third one will be stronger. And for the slimmer, we try to, as we talked before, we try to save the size of the installation and also try to make it easy to be transferred from the car to the installation location, because in some of the cases you may need to transfer this very heavy battery storage into some internal space. So we try to make this one easy to be handled, and also the outlook and the surface, all these details are well designed to be fit for home installation. And for the installer, we have to do quite a lot of work. For example, we try to make it a stackable design. So we try to have this battery storage to be easy to install. And with our current design, it's a stackable design. So all this battery and the inverter can be easily to be stacked within 5 minutes. Actually, during our launch event, we also have some competition, and competition during the launch event. So during the competition, so the first team takes only 44 seconds to finish all the stack work. And also for the wiring, we try to reduce also the works during the wiring, because the wiring always creates some troubles or creates some unfeasible risk because of the connections maybe sometimes not so good. So we try to introduce, we try to get rid of this fast connectors, and we try to use some spring connector, which is easy and reliable connections. So we use this fast connector not only for the power cables, we also use them for the communication cables and also for this communication dongle. And the third one will be commission. So we try to have this Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to be capable connecting to your cell phone. So it's automatically can be scanned out all this device and also automatically adding to the site. And for the commission, we have some preset profiles. You can select it. And all this commission, if you are well trained, can be finished within 5 minutes. And for the safety, we know safety are always, how to say, the basic line or baseline for this energy storage. So for the safety, we try to design from the, how to say, structure. So we try to have some better structure or better mechanical design to make sure the safety can be guaranteed, and we try to avoid some assembly issues for some special design. And also we have the monitoring for each cell, and also some basic fire protection, and as you can see here. And especially for this connector, for this stackable connector, we try to, because the connector sometimes may be loosened or sometimes will be have some risk for bad connection. So we try to avoid this one by putting 2 special additional NTC to be very nearby this conductor to monitoring the temperature for the connections. If there's bad connections happens, the 2 NTCs can report immediately, and the system will be shut down with safety, with some safety status. And yeah, to verify all these designs and also to verify all these productions, we also run 3,000 hour streaming testing to evaluate the design, production, and also the software. So we have running 1,000 hour for the rapid temperature change testing. It's start from 65 degrees and minus 25 degrees. So this system are running between these 2 limits. And yeah, the change rate for this testing is like 10 degrees per minute, and this lasts for 1,000 hours. And also we do 1,000 hour with the same unit for the damping heat testing, and also after this will be 1,000 hour higher temperature, higher humidity testing for 1,000 hours. And yeah, it's happy to announce this testing with a single unit has been done, and this testing has running for 3 months, yeah, already. Yeah, and the test result is very positive. And right now we are doing some further testing with TOA, and we try to have some safety insurance for this 𝗪𝗏 also. Yeah, also for this 𝗪𝗏, we try to integrate some AI tools. We try to have this AI tools analyze this power consumption and also production from the weather forecast, and make sure the system can be smart to be capable to, how to say, to storage the energy, and also capable to reduce the energy bills as much as you can. And also we have integrated AI assistant into our apps. So in case the installer or end customer has some questions for the system, or even for some devices, so you can talk to the assistant directly, and the assistant can reply you immediately. You don't need to even call our hotline. Most of the issues in the field can be answered and solved by the AI. Yeah, and here I also show you some cases. So this is what we have installed in one of our customer side. It's the first installation in Germany. And this is the first installation in Netherlands. It's one of our testing customer. And this slide shows you what we have installed in Australia. Yeah. Right now, everybody knows Australia is very, very hot. So we try to catch up that train. And yeah, this is a 𝗪𝗏. So we also define this 𝗪𝗏 like hassle-free, intelligent, one-stop it's a next level solution, and also we try to bring to the efficient solution with this 𝗲𝗏. Yeah, hope you, yeah, that's all for this 𝗲𝗏.
Okay, great. Very great. Thank you, Dr. Zhu. Thank you for your introduction. Okay, so the simplicity and intelligence of the 𝗲𝗏 clearly demonstrated that this is a very impressive product. Okay, so everyone, our next stage is the panel discussing. And now let's open the floor to our full panel of for dynamic discussing. So I will first introduce our distinguished panelists first. Okay, so apart from Dr. Zhu and Marco, we also have 𝗥𝗲𝘀𝗶𝗹, the General Manager of the Technical Service Center from Hoymiles. Welcome, Gary. Yeah, Michael Morris, the Director of the Global Solar Council, and Andreas Havil, the member of the Board of the Directors, the German ESS Association, and 𝗥𝗲𝘀𝗶𝗃𝗏, the Product Specialist from 𝗥𝗲𝘀𝗶𝗃. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Hi. Yes. So today, our panel title is Simplifying the Energy Transition at Home. So can integrate all-in-one system can integrate all-in-one systems accelerate adoption? So this is a topic that everyone is paying attention to right now. So there are a lot of to cover. So let's begin. So first, I'd like to start with the big pictures. And Michael, and could you please give us an overview of the current global residential storage market right now, and what are the key growth drivers and opportunities you see for the high quality hybrid solutions like Hoymiles 𝗲𝗏, and especially in the Europe market?
Yeah, thank you. I think from the Global Solar Council perspective, the res market is, of course, moving into a much more mainstream component of the energy transition. I think globally, battery storage is, as we know, scaling at an extraordinary speed. Last year alone, more than 100 gigawatts of new battery storage came online. So we're looking at 40% year-on-year growth. So I think more broadly, broadening out even more, the global energy transition is moving toward a target of 8 terawatts of solar PV capacity and around 1.5 terawatts of energy storage capacity by 2030. That's across all the storage technologies. So big targets out in front of us globally up to 2030. But I think we should also be clear, the world is still very much in the early stages relative to that ambition. I think we're standing right around 290 to 300 gigawatts of electricity storage capacity globally right now across all the technologies, depending on your methodology and scope, of course. But so I think despite the extraordinary momentum that we're seeing, the world is still well below our broader 1.5 terawatts storage ambition up to 2030. And I think it just tells us two things. I think one is the market is, of course, scaling fast, but we're still, secondly, very early relative to the storage ambition. So homes are, as we see it, becoming, of course, very active energy assets. And consumers today, what we see, they want to generate, they want to store, they want to optimize, they want to manage their own electricity. And we see electric vehicles and heat pumps and rooftop solar becoming much more common. And so that control, that management is becoming increasingly important. And of course, in Europe, we see a particularly strong market. There's, of course, electricity price volatility, there's energy security concerns, but dynamic tariffs and high rooftop solar adoption make Europe a very, very interesting and attractive market. So I think from a Global Solar Council perspective, the next phase of growth for us is likely to reward integrated systems that combine, safety, simplicity, installer efficiency, intelligent energy management, and really a strong consumer experience. So I think if the industry is serious about scaling towards hundreds of millions of solar and storage homes globally, and the Global Solar Council's upcoming 300 million solar homes initiative seeks to do just that, then I think trust, simplicity, safety, strong consumer experience is going to be absolutely central.
Okay, great. Yeah, it seems that there is still a vast market for the residential storage, so waiting to be explored. It's really great. So there is a huge potential for the all-in-one products here. Andreas, so I believe you also have some same feelings. And how do you see residential energy storage contributions to Europe energy transition? And what do you believe is the biggest barrier right now?
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for the question. I would say, in general, you ask for the big picture, and the energy system needs flexibility and with growing share of renewables, and that means storage. I think this residential market, to give you some numbers from the German Energy Storage System Association, the home battery market is at the moment at around 2.8 million units in Germany, and still growing. We had a kind of small decline in 2024, but now it's increasing again with almost stable 500,000 units per year. So that's good news, I would say. And I think maybe to tell you just a very recent story, in Germany, we had over the weekend of the 1st of May, we had a negative electricity price in the day-ahead market of 500 euros per megawatt hour. So that's really incredible. And this shows a little bit the problem in the system, because now people start saying, oh, we have too much renewables in the system. And I would say, no, we have not enough storage. That's the problem. And that's something which is really difficult and leads me to the barriers. Because from a German perspective and a European perspective, the problem is the regulation. So we don't have a market. It's over-regulated. So even behind the meter, I mean, it's very difficult for the final consumer really to participate in the energy trade, which would be very good, and would this unit just presented would help us a lot. But it's not possible at the moment. So that's something I would say this has to change. I think, okay, with this, I stop. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. It's a good view. Yeah, a good topic that is over
regulated.
Regulated. Yes. Okay. So let's go back to the all-in-one HIWAN. Okay. So build on the white paper and HIWAN introductions, Dr. 𝗥𝗲𝘀𝗶𝗹. Okay. Building on your earlier HIWAN introductions, and could you please give us more description on how HIWAN's AI-driven energy management and the VPP integration support the EU policy trend, and also Hoymiles is a well-known microinverters specialist. And how does your extensive experience in the microinverters help you in the development of HIWAN storage system?
Okay, thank you for the question. So as everyone knows, Hoymiles is famous for this microinverter production and also installation. So except the US market, we're almost the #1 in the worldwide for the solution provider for the microinverters. But the microinverters has some limit, it's not easy for the microinverter system to be connected to a storage system. As Andreas already told, there will be over-regulated for this solar generation. So for during the midterm, maybe the solar generation maybe go excited generations for the grid. So that's why the reason the price of the electricity goes to negative. So we see this trend, and we see this solar penetrations continuous increase, and we figure out once we pass some limit, if the solar penetration pass some limit, there may be some negative price or some influence for the local grid to be not so stable. So at the time, maybe the grid or the end customer, even the end customer, may need some additional devices to be solve this unstable issue, not only for the grid but also for this home by themselves. So we see there must be some solution need to be combined the solar and the storage, and that's why we try to develop some new system. Like in before, we have some hybrid system, which is can connect in both the the solar and the storage. And later on, we figure out the hybrid system need to be involved or need to be improved for installer and also end customer. Need to be looks better and performance better, and also installation should be much more easy. And yeah, this is the reason why we have the transition from the microinverter to the storage, because it's a trend for the market requirement. Yeah, and speaking about the AI mode, because we learned quite a lot, and also we have more than millions of the sites in all over the world. So we know the solar generations quite well, and also we have our forecasting for the generations, which has been trained with our current data for the microinverter. We know one part of this generation, and with the storage, we try to introduce some additional device such as a meter. So with this meter, we know the consumption. So based on the generation and the consumption, and also we try to integrate with this real-time price for the electricity with some with our platform. So with this three factor, we try to adjust the SOC for the storage. So this is what we call it AI mode. So by the generation forecaster and also the power consumption forecasting, and together with this price estimation or price information, so we can optimize the power consumption not only for the electrical bill but also for the stability for the grid. And beyond this, we also try to integrate with some 𝗦𝘂𝗶𝗁 provider. And right now we are working for the worldwide. We are working with 7 different 𝗦𝘂𝗶𝗁 providers. So some of them already launched, and some of them are still under testing. So with 𝗦𝘂𝗶𝗁, we try to have this end customer, like the users, to be capable to attend this electrical trading market, to to enlarge or to improve the energy, not energy, but maybe also electrical bills harvest, not only by generation but also increase the benefit of the system by trading. Yeah, by attending to trading, also benefit themselves, also benefit the grid, also benefit the neighbors, benefit the whole world. So that's all we do for this AI with this 𝗦𝗏. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, very interesting. So 𝗦𝘂𝗶 and AI is definitely is very important the trend for the future. Yes. Okay. So my next question is I want to ask Marco Frank. And so what impressed me most in your previous introduction was your understanding of safety. So, and do you see simplicity and safety are compatible goals? And what role does a certification body play in this booming but increasingly regulated market?
Thank you, Mark.
Yes.
Yes, it's a good question. So, I mean, in general, I very much agree with Michael and also Andreas. The product has to be simple, especially when we talk about residential applications. For the end user, so it's easy to use, easy to install, and so we can get more usage, more energy storage into the market. And I mean, everyone will benefit from that to get more renewable energy into our mix. So therefore, fully agree, simplicity also very high priority. So safety still stays number one, I would say, before that. But we see, I mean, the technology is getting safer. Also, when we use now, we see pretty much only LFP cells, so which has good safety characteristics in general. When it comes sometimes complicated is when some manufacturer try to put too much things into one box, let's say, because then we go again onto regulations or standards. Unfortunately, or let's say a lot of products develop very fast now, but standards not so fast. So when we then have PCS combined with DC control mechanism and so on in one PCB, then it becomes very difficult to test because the standard separates them. When we look at IEC 62619, for example, it's the DC side they look at. So when we now suddenly also have a PCS in the logic integrated, then questions come up and it's like how to test. Okay. But in the end, it's possible. And I mean, it's possible to combine as well simplicity and safety. My advice is just always have it proven. Yeah. So the function must be there. The safety function must be given. And to your second question for the certification is for the regulated market. Yeah, I mean, especially when we look at regulated markets such as Europe, it is a requirement. So therefore, there's no way around. It's a must. And I mean, as to suit here, we do not give these rules. We are trying to help to fulfill these rules, so to make it easier to access the market. So, but in the end, it is a requirement. CE compliance for Europe, for example, also other regulations for other markets is a must-have. It's a basis, let's say, a checkbox that must be ticked. When it goes beyond then, and then it's really about reliability, also the usability, how convenient is it to use, but reliability, cycle life, and so on. That often goes beyond certification, but which is also a recommendation to look at.
Yeah, great. I agree with your point of the view, really. Yeah, because the household products must be safe, must obtain the certification from the Europe. And yes, I agree the performance must be verified and reliable. Yes. Okay, so our next topic, let's go to the real world installer. Okay, so Gary and Yoran, so let's bring it down to the front line. And my first questions I want to ask Gary. So as we know, Hoymiles is a company with a global business strategy. Okay, so could you please introduce Hoymiles global service system and how this system will support Taiwan customers and partners across in Europe? And also, and maybe you can provide some more details on what specific efforts have been made to build and strengthen this global service system.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Yeah, good morning and good afternoon, everybody. This is Gary. I'm in charge of the global service business of Hoymiles. Yeah, very glad to have this opportunity to give the brief introduction on Hoymiles global service system. Our service philosophy is customer-centric, full product lifecycle, professional and efficient. So our goals are very clear: 96% global satisfaction rate, 24-hour resolution time in China, and 48-hour resolution time at overseas market. So I will try to share more details on our global service system from three main perspectives. So first, our global service network, the local response plus global collaboration. So during the past years, the Hoymiles has built the comprehensive global service network with 5 regional headquarters, 4 manufacturer bases, 15 local service centers, over 40 regional warehouse, 20 plus certified service partner and more than 120 global engineers. So we deliver local presence, fast logistic, headquarter backup, and consistent global standard. Yeah. So we have the headquarters based at Hangzhou in China, and with 4 regional headquarters: Dallas at US, Frankfurt at EU, and Bangkok at APEC, and São Paulo at Latin America. So till now, our business has covered over 119 countries, and we are expanding more emerging markets at year 2026 and afterward. So in summary, our global service network ensures the faster local response, the nearby spare part, and headquarter technical support anywhere in the world. So second is our full life cycle service, end-to-end support. So we provide the pre-sales, project management, after sales, and value-added services to cover the entire project life cycle. So for the pre-sales part, mainly including project consulting, global project experience, and training and guidance. So for the after sales and value-added services, so mainly including the technical support, commissioning, remote on-site support for successful grid connection, intelligent cloud platform, expansion, maintenance, the generation optimization, like the performance analysis and yield improvement. So in summary, we mitigate risk before and during delivery to ensure and maximize returns after installation. So the third part is about the core capability and the SOI commitment. So our service quality is mainly measured by 4 key metrics. So the first is satisfaction. We set the goal of 96%. So second is our response time. So we promised 24-hour resolution in China, 48-hour resolution at overseas market. Yeah. So third is our service model. So including the remote, on-site support, training, and OM. So fourth, for the safety is always our priority. So we have the full certified engineer, the global standard, zero safety incident. Yeah. So we also set up the 3-level technical escalation process to guarantee the SOA fulfillment. Like we receive the service claim from the customer, and we have the level 1, like the local engineer. We have the level 2, our headquarter expert, and our level 3, the R&D team. So we can guarantee the emergency, all the escalation will be finished within 2 hours. For the standard cases, the solution within 1 working day. So in summary, we deliver fast response, high standard, strict safety, and closed loop issue resolution. So with our global service network, full life cycle system, professional capability, and the key account strategy, so Hoymiles deliver the consistent standard, the fast response, closed loop accountability, and tangible value. So we will continue to upgrade our service network and capability, work with our partner worldwide to achieve our mission, the Hoymiles Energy for All. Yeah. So that's the brief introduction of our global service system. So in a world during past years, we basically already set up this very comprehensive global service system. Yeah. So regarding the second question, I think during the past year, we really have made a great effort to strengthen our global service system, many including 5 different perspectives. So first, we deeply embed technical expertise locally. So all local engineers are factory trained and certified with global unified service standard. We also established a 3-tier support system, a local team, plus headquarter expert plus R&D to ensure the local independence for the common issues and a strong backup for the company's advanced. So second, we implement an efficient closed-loop local response system. So a clear escalation path is defined. So escalation within 2 hours, resolve the urgent issues on site or with part replacement within 1 working day. We also have the CRM tracking to ensure the fast closure and the SOA the compliance. Third, we deliver localized spare parts guarantee. So we have the regional warehouse to maintain over 1% spare stock. So if unresolved in 48 hours, a local replacement is activated to minimize downtime. So 40 units are collected for analysis to continue improve our local service. So fourth, we offer the dedicated local service for this key account. So this include inclusive contacts, priority response, free on-site guidance, proactive inspection, and monthly review, building the deep customer relationship. The final point, we continue empower our local partner for ecosystem development. We provide training, certification, rule shows, and hands-on competition to unify the service standard and lifting our overall local service quality. So in summary, with solid teams, streamline the process, localize the inventory, clear mechanism, and robust ecosystem. So Hoymiles is systematically building a reliable, efficient, the local technical service to safeguard our customer value. So we trust that all these efforts will help building the long-term confidence for our value customer and partners. Yeah. So that's a brief introduction of our service system. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Gary. So this is actually a powerful global service system.
Yeah.
So as one of the Hoymiles employers, I'm also very proud of it. Thank you. And next question, Yuran. So I know you are one of the first users of Haiwan, right? So
Correct. Yes.
Yes. From your experience at 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗏 and direct customers feedback, and what are the main concerns right now? And do you think all-in-one products just like Haiwan will be successfully address them?
So what we see in the market is that there are a lot of different products for one solutions are available. But for a distributor that we have to look at the solution that it's multiple for multiple purpose. So you can build from one small battery to a very big battery with one system, with one software, simple integration, open integration. There's open API solutions, so other EMS partners can simply include their software to the Hoymiles products. So that and for us, we have to have one solution for everything because we want to give the support also to the installers, and we need to give that to the installers because all the installers know a lot of the solar, but batteries are a totally different part of the solution. And if you cannot give the solution or the knowledge to the installers, they cannot sell it themselves or install it correctly, and then we got a lot of problems. And for us, this first line support is the most necessary thing to do ourselves, and then we can escalate to Hoymiles themselves. And what Gary already told, the support is exclusive, super. So if we ask a question within a few minutes, we have an answer or a solution. So that's the main part that Hoymiles can give us the total package what we need as a distributor.
Okay, great. Yes, and very thankful that you are the first batch of the Haiwan's users. So in the future, we hope that Taiwan can continue to provide you with long-term and reliable support. Okay.
That's absolutely what we want also. Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay. So finally, there is a quick questions for everyone, for every panelist. Okay. So what's your outlook for the residential energy storage market in Europe over the next 3 to 5 years? And what role do you expect Hoymiles Taiwan to play? Okay. So let's have a quick from Dr. Rex. Okay.
Okay, so we think because of the critical weather and because of the critical situation for the how to say AI improvement, because the AI needs a lot of power. So we think the power for residential will be also a very good market and also a very good demand for the end customer in the European country. So we do think Taiwan will play a very how to say important role in this trend. So we try to help and we try to contribute as much as we can for this AI and for this residential homeowners. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next, Marco.
Yes. So, I mean, we have two situations. When we have electricity, the electricity price is usually high. When we have no electricity, well, then we need electricity. So therefore, the outlook and as the systems become better, more accessible, is definitely growth for the next few years. And my expectations to Hoymiles, as well as to every other manufacturer or a company who's working with energy storage, is to keep the promise of safe and reliable systems so that the end user can really benefit of batteries and to participate in the renewable energy.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next, Andres.
Yes, I believe very much that this residential battery market will grow simply because people want it. People want to be a little bit more independent on all these utility things. And I think they will go in a direction. I think Michael told us a little bit about it. We call it a flexible sector coupling. So it will be more than the electricity part. It will also be the mobility part, a wall box included, and it will also be the heating part. And I think this all ends up with a very complex system. And I think it has to be very smart. And this product is obviously very smart. So it can cover that, or it should cover it in the future. So I think this is, so I'm very optimistic about the development in general.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, next, Michael. Sorry, Michael, you are mute.
Sorry, I think residential storage will be just increasingly driven by economics. It's going to be driven by resilience. It's going to be driven by intelligent energy management. And so we're seeing that all of these things, integration of these things expanding across Europe. I also expect, as we've said, simplicity and integration are still going to be important competitive differentiators. The market, in our view, is likely to reward systems that are safe, installer-friendly, digitally intelligent, easy to operate, well integrated into the broader home energy ecosystem. And I think if Europe and the world are serious about scaling towards, hundreds of millions of solar and storage rooftops globally, making it easier for both installers and homeowners is essential. So I think in that sense, integrated systems like this are very much aligned with where the industry is going directionally.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, next, Yoram.
So I know what Michael is saying, but and exactly what he says is necessary to have in the whole of the world, I think. For Europe, where we are stated, I think in the next 4 or 5 years, I hope that 20 to 30% of the households will have a battery system in their home to fix the congestion problems that we have here in Holland or Europe. And I really hope that we can provide that with the Hoymiles products, because we are really enthusiastic about the product, and I think this is a game changer. Absolutely.
Yes, I also believe. Thank you. Gary, please.
Yeah, I think over the next 3 and 5 years, the European residential, the energy storage market will see a steady, the value driver growth, driven by the supportive grid policies, the rise energy, the security demands, and the improved economic return. So I believe that the storage will become standard for the home PV system. So in this trend, we hope that the Hoymiles H1 can play a leading benchmark role, combine premier product with full life cycle local services. So its all-in-one design enables ultra-fast installation, lower our pastors' operational and after-sales pressure. So reliable quality with smart AI optimization can reduce the maintenance cost and maximize user energy saving. At the same time, backed by Hoymiles, the European local service network. So H1 delivers the responsive service support. So it's not just a hardware product, but a trusted solution, empower the European families with simple, safe, and smart home culture. We fully believe that the hardware will have a great potential. Yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, so everyone, this is all for the day. Thank you, everyone. That was a very excellent discussion. Okay, to summarize, and safety, simplicity, and intelligence, and backed by strong global service are the new baseline. So H1 is helping to turn households from consumers into active prosumers. So, and at last, the full white paper is available for download on the Hoymiles website. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, stay powered, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.